It's the women in basketball talk. Let's go. Shot calling, the shots falling. My crossover leaves the ops crawling. The fans are in awe cause my handles are awesome. If you don't think I'm ballin', then hand me the ball then. Her story will make history. Watch the long shot hit the three, guaranteed victory. You might wanna stick with me, headed for the goal. If you roll, set a pick for me. It's the women in basketball talk. Tune in, all facts, no cap. We can talk about stats. It's the women in basketball talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
What's up, women's basketball fans? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Let's Talk Women in Basketball. I'm your host, Jennifer Porty. Today, we're going to dig into how women's basketball continue to flourish in NIL deals. Then we're going to go into details on Brittney Griner's release from a Russian prison. And later, we're going to chop it up with LSU freshman women's basketball player and hip-hop star Flau'Jae Johnson. Did you know that women's basketball is the third most profitable sport in NIL compensation? Yes, you heard correct, women's basketball. For those who are probably wondering, what is NIL? Well, let me put you on. NCAA passed a new policy last year that allows college athletes to make money off of their name, image, and likeness. This policy is known as NIL. College athletes can now make money by endorsing products for a company or promoting a brand on their social media pages. In the past, college athletes were not allowed to accept money while in college. In fact, just last year, a women's basketball player violated NCAA rule by accepting $40 from a fan via Cash App for her birthday. The player was declared ineligible until she was able to pay the $40 back in charity. A few months after this violation, NCAA approved name, image, and likeness policy. Now, women's college basketball players have endorsement and marketing deals with major brands such as Gatorade, Nike, WhatsApp, Puma, and more. In other news, two-time Olympic gold medalist and WNBA superstar Brittney Griner, who has been detained in Russia since February, has been released in a prisoner swap for an armed dealer, Victor Bout. According to reports, it was planned for Griner to land in San Antonio, Texas, and stay in an Army medical center for observation. During her time at the medical center, she will be given medical and nutritional treatment, and there will be a great amount of attention paid to her mental health. After that, Griner could move to a private and secure place when she is ready. Griner will also receive advice from government and advocacy groups about the healthiest way she can resume life, but the decision will be up to Griner. A new video is circulating around the internet showing Griner inside of a Russian prison, making her bed, signing papers, and many couldn't help but notice that Griner cut her signature locks. Well, according to reports, Griner decided to cut her dreadlocks because she was preparing for the Russian winter. Griner's lawyer also stated that Brittney was very cold whenever she washed her hair in prison. She got very cold and she would get chills. So that was another reason why she decided to cut her dreadlocks. All in all, the basketball world is extremely excited to see Griner is free and safe. And we can't wait to see her back on the court dominating. In our next segment, we're going to chop it up with LSU freshman women's basketball player and hip-hop star Flau'Jae Johnson. So stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Women in Basketball, the #1 podcast show for today's women's basketball fans, with former and current players from your favorite team, discussing all things women's basketball. This is the place for you. You can find us on Spotify, Anchor, Instagram, and Facebook at Let's Talk Women in Basketball.
What's up? I'm Flau'Jae, and you're watching Let's Talk Women in Basketball podcast.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Women in Basketball podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Porty, and our next guest is a multi-talented athlete. She is a McDonald's All-American, She was MVP of the Jordan Classic game. She's a Slam All-American, a rap star. She's one of the highest paid college athletes in sports history, and she's the guard for LSU women's basketball team. Welcome, Flau'Jae Johnson, to Let's Talk Women in Basketball. Thank you so
Whatever.
much, Flau'Jae, for joining.
Thank you for having me.
How have you been? How's college life?
I've been good, trying to adjust to the new vibe and the new people, the new everything. It's been cool.
Oh, okay. So how do you manage basketball, college, and your rap career?
It's really hard, ain't not gonna lie, to really when I first came here, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be able to do this, do this, do this. But it's hard to be consistent in both, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just like trying to stay disciplined, keeping basketball first, because that's the main goal right now. But just also like making sure that I do my music, because, I've been doing both for so long that now when I do one and I don't do the other, it don't even feel right. You know what I mean? So I'm having to keep that balance, because really making my music keeps me mentally sane, because there's a lot going on like in college and a lot of things that you have to do. Me creating my music is equally important as me doing well on the court,
True. You have so many accolades at such a young age. What keeps you humble?
What keeps me humble is, I have like really big dreams, you know what I mean? So like, even when I feel like, okay, you the one right now, like I don't like really let that get to my head, because it's always somebody working to take your spot. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what like drive me. And then I got like my little brothers, they really look up to me. And so I want to be as great as I can be, just to show them that, there's no limitations on what they could do. So nothing is ever too big of a win for me. I'll be trying to get some more.
Okay. What enticed you to play basketball? Because I know you rap, but what enticed you to play basketball? What came first?
Basketball came first, actually. It wasn't even music.
Wow.
Yeah, basketball came first. I've always played basketball. Ever since I was like 2 years old, I had a ball in my hand. And like my uncle, we used to all go to my grandma's house, and they all used to play, and they never used to let me play. I was like 7, but still, like they'll be hooping, they would not let me play. So I told them, like, when I get big, I'm gonna play and I'm gonna beat y'all. Like, so that was like, that's where the start of it came from. And then I just fell in love with it. My mama, she put me in like cheer and ballet and stuff like that, and I hated it with everything. But once she put me in basketball, I played with the boys, and it went from there.
Oh, okay. Where do you see yourself in the future? Do you see yourself playing WNBA? If so, what player do you look forward to playing against when you get to that level?
In the WNBA, well, like I feel like all the people that's playing right now, they'll probably be gone when I get there that I really want to play. But like, I'm pretty sure when I get there, Paige will be there. I've always wanted to play against her. Paige Becker's a really great player. I either want to play with or against Angel Reese, my teammate. She's one of the best players that I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Watching her every day go to work, that's like something that I really want to see at the next level. Like, it's amazing. And who else? I've always wanted to play against Kalia Copper, because they say our game is alike. So
yeah, that's who you actually remind me of. It's funny you said that. You remind me so much your game, your style.
I get that a lot. So yeah, definitely her.
Yes. Before you were born, your father passed away. He got killed. How did that affect you growing up?
Growing up, it was like different stages that I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first, I didn't really think it was real. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and then like it affected me while I was just like mad all the time when I was younger. And then, but as I got older, I just figured out a way to put that emotion into stuff that I love to do. You know what I'm saying? And have a positive like turnout on a negative situation. Like,
yeah, and you really have in your music. You speak not only from motivation and inspiring messages, but you also speak from pain, and that's what makes your music so dope, because it comes from your personal experience, your personal life, and what you dealt with. What inspires you to continue your father's legacy and become a rap star?
It just like, I just felt like, he could have been so much bigger than he was, and that was taken from him. You know what I mean? And I go back and listen to his music, and I'm like, wow, like he could have really been the next. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't able to do that. And so it's like, I feel like that's my job to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just owe him that. I owe that to my family and my grandma, and to like just carry on his legacy and then create my own. But definitely, I feel like his journey was cut short. You know what I'm saying? And I know mine can be as big or bigger than his was gonna be. So that's my goal.
Yeah. Your fans remember you from the rap game. That's where everybody remember you from as well. How did you get the opportunity to be on that show?
The rap game. That was so long ago. When I was like 12. So boom. Then when the rap game first came out, it was a season with like Lotto on it. And I was seeing it on TV and I'm like, oh my God, it's kids rapping. Like, I want to get on that. And I was like a little rapper in my city trying to rap. But like I wasn't really serious. But I told my mom, like, it was serious enough. I was like, Mom, I want to be on that show. She was like, I'm gonna get you on there. Like, and my mom, she got the gift of gab. Like, she's a great manager. So she really got me on there. And the rest was history, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom, she's I love one line that you said in your song, Ready or Not. Your mom told you if you shoot for the moon, you'll have a seat with them stars. And I'm like, wow, her mom is full of wisdom. So I can see that happening where your mom was able to get the opportunity to let you have that. Cause wow, she seems
my mom, she like I call her like a dreamer. Like we whenever we go for something, we always go for the biggest thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I be looking at her like, okay, Ma, that's OD, but like her goals be so big, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it allows us to have big goals and dreams and aspirations.
Yeah, it's good to have that motivation and that encourager right there along with you.
Right.
So what was your initial reaction when you found out college athletes can now get paid for their name, image, and likeness?
Oh, I was ecstatic. I was like, cause like that was gonna be like if I couldn't do music while I was in college, I'm like I don't know if I want to go, cause like music is like super important to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I do take care of my family. And I was just like, it would just happen at the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming into college and NIL is lit, and I'm able to capitalize off of something that I've been working on for so long on the music side. And then with basketball, I put in a lot of work, so it's like now it's like wow, like I'm kind of a professional now. Because I get to get paid like from how I play basketball. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good that you can do both. On February 12th, you guys face the defending champions, South Carolina.
Yes.
What is it going to take to beat them?
You know, we're going to be at their home. So, you know, that's already an advantage on their end. But it's just going to take us implementing and really executing. That's what it's going to come down to. Executing on defense. And executing on offense. I know it's gonna be a great matchup between Angel and Boston. I got my money on Reese all day because I see greatness every day in practice. So, you know, when she bumped with the best, I want people to really see that she is the best. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna take us guards to really execute because I feel like they're gonna really be honing in on Angel. So we just gotta do what we do, and we just been working on our stuff, practicing, getting better every day. But that's gonna be a battle. But
yeah, I look forward to seeing that. I look forward to seeing you on the court because I already know you're gonna show out. I cannot let you leave this show without dropping a verse from one of my favorite songs that you wrote, and that's "Ready or Not." Can you drop a verse or two from that song?
Let me see. I'm trying to do my favorite part.
Okay.
It'd probably be like the last bar, like really the last bar. My mama told me, you keep shooting for the moon, you're gonna have a seat with them stars. And I feel like that's important right there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Really
like
is.
It really speaks volumes because it's like you can shoot to the top and you can miss, but you could still be further than you were when you started. You feel me? Like
yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's probably like my favorite bar from that song. My mama told me you keep shooting for the moon, you're gonna have a seat with them stars. Like that's why you just gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying. Like, and I take that like everything that I do because I be like, dang, like if I give up right now, it's gonna be like I'm almost there. You know what I'm saying? The same distance I'm gonna take the walk back could be the same distance I could take to go forward in order to pursue my dreams. So like that's my favorite one.
Okay. Thank you so much, Flau'Jae, for joining Let's Talk Women in Basketball. I look forward to seeing you in the future. I look forward to hearing more of your raps. I look forward to just seeing you in the WNBA. You're a game changer. You do both. You're showing everyone that you can not only play basketball, but you can do other things. You can rap. And so you're definitely a game changer. You're an inspiration to the youth. And I just appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule to join Let's Talk Women in Basketball podcast.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I think this podcast is also important, just spreading the awareness of women basketball and how dope that female athletes are and what we're doing. Like, it's different now. We don't have to choose what we want to do. We can be great in all things. So thank you for this podcast. It's dope.
You're welcome. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's it for today's episode of Let's Talk Women in Basketball. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, Let's Talk Women in Basketball. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Women in Basketball. Catch you next time.